Hey guys, what is up? Ayan, no? So bago na naman tayong episode ngayon, no? And medyo matagal-tagal na yung last episode natin. Last episode being, I think in October, about St. Francis, the Mendicant Friar. And after that, marami-rami na naman nangyari sa buhay natin. And some of them were not worth sharing. Some are simply, parang kumbaga mga commercial sa mundo natin. I say commercials kasi I always believe na yung buhay na walang commercial, yung buhay na walang palaman na, alam mo yun, yung hindi masyadong maganda would not be as enjoying and as exciting. Siyempre, pag sobra naman dami ng anghang sa buhay, mga spicy things, hindi rin naman maganda, di ba? Nakakasuya na rin, nakakauyam na rin. And this goes out to the people who I know they know who they are, and some of them I've spent some time with, and not necessarily physically, but sa messenger, mga dati nating estudyante, dati nating mga kasamahan sa trabaho, and ako na-realize ko na we all have our own missions in life. Ayan. Kung kayo naman Christian, we all have our own crosses to bear. Yan, crosses to bear. Yung mga bagay na I think kailangan natin na gawin o kargahin, kasi nga wala sa atin yun, kumbaga. Sabi nga ni sino nga ba nagsabi na Mr. Wise, parang siya motivational speaker. Sabi niya yung daw mga bagay na yun, mga stories na we have to tell, mga novels, mga music that we should be the one to write. And I should add, mga crosses that we need to bear. These are ours, If it were not for us, if it were not us, then it will never come out. It will never be experienced by the world. Kasi talagang tayo yung vessel through which it's going to happen, is going to be, to come into fruition, so to speak, diba? So parang having said that, of course sasabihin mo siguro sa sarili mo, paano naging mission yung suffering and all that, na parang wow, bakit naman naging suffering naging mission ko pa yung suffering. And mahirap talaga siyang intindihin, mahirap intindihin yung suffering if you will take it as the world would understand it. I think yun yung reason din siguro kung ba't nangyari yung Christianity. Kasi I think for the most part, if you will compare, Christianity with the rest of the other religions and all that, of course, pag hindi kayo Christian, medyo baka you would squirm at this idea. I hope na hindi naman kayo maging ganun, or pag kayo skeptic or atheist, some people call me atheist. I don't mind. Wag sasama loob nyo. But as I said, yung gospel of Christianity, the Christian doctrine in its purest sense, syempre maraming sablay, may mga pari na nang re-rape, may mga pari na nag-abuse ng mga sakristan. Alisin niyo yung mga ganun. In its purest sense, the teaching of Jesus Christ. And if you don't wanna look anywhere, just look at Jesus Christ. The gospel of Jesus Christ is a gospel of suffering. It's the most I should say it's the weirdest gospel of all. It's the weirdest teaching of all. That, it takes a weak person, a weak man on the cross, a dying man on the cross to change the world. Parang for me, it's the weirdest thing. It came at a time when indeed the Christians, the first Christians, were being persecuted. And they have 400 years. That's 400 years of Christianity to prove that they indeed lived the gospel. Of course, afterwards, they're not as inspiring maybe, and especially through the dark ages, hindi na sila as inspiring. But flickering here and there are lives of people that are inspiring, coming from them. Of course, I really admired these people, Padre Pio, Saint Francis, of course, Saint Dominic, these people, and of course, personal favorite is si Thomas Aquinas, although I don't know whether he greatly suffered, Saint Rita of Cassia, and so many others na talagang pinakita talaga nila sa kanilang buhay, demonstrated in their simple lives and sometimes in their suffering lives, that this world is really nothing compared to what's in store for the human, person, or it's not just the soul, the human body and soul. Kumbaga, this is just an interim vacation for all of us. Having said that, of course, we welcome suffering, not because it purifies, not only because it purifies us, na tipong, maybe kung naniniwala kayo sa reincarnation, medyo ma-feel mo talaga na, well, baka nga ganun, pipurify mo kasi ang dahil mong sablay ng araw. Or, you accept suffering not because wala ka namang magagawa. Anong gagawin mo? Magwala ka man dyan, wala eh. Magalit ka man na magalit. Nasabi na niya yung mga insulting words niya sa'yo. Anong gagawin mo? Ininsulto ka na, diba? Or pinagsabihan ka na ng masakit. Anong gagawin mo pa? Tatanggapin mo na lang yun not because you deserve it, but because, yun nga hindi mo sa cross ang unang-unang sinabi ni Jesus Christ, And if you will believe that Jesus Christ is both God and man, the first words that he said is, forgive them, for they know not what they're doing. What? Father, forgive them, for they know not what they're doing. What do you mean they don't know what they're doing? They know what they're doing. God damn it. Gusto sabihin na, ano yung pinalulusutan mo ba itong mga taong to? Why would you do that? They know not what they're doing because, we think only in partial. We only see what's here and now. Ang nakikita natin ngayon is that if you are insulted, then you fight back. Diba? If you feel that you are mistreated, then you fight back. Or you feel sad, parang, hindi dapat ginawa niya sa akin yun. Bakit nila ako pinagsalitaan ng ganyan? Ba't nila ginawa sa akin yan? Matalino kaya ako. Diba? Hindi nila alam ang kaya kong gawin. They don't know who am I. Ano yung mga pinagdaanan ko sa buhay. Blah, blah. Diba? Dahil mo sinasabi sa sarili mo. And minsan sinasabi mo talaga yun outright, and people might, mistake you as a boastful person, Ano ngayon? Matalino ka nga, tinan mo ginawa mo sa company natin or whatever, Minsan ganun ang iniisip mo, counter saying. But of course, at the expense naman, not at the expense of saying na, no, you deserve being insulted. I'm not saying that, No one deserves to be mistreated, or no one deserves to be insulted treated badly, or harmed in any way. Pero at the end of it all, this is just a temporary thing, All things pass. Sabi nga ng famous Buddhist saying, all things must pass. And And all of these things that are happening to you, to all of us, is our gospel to the world. It's a gospel of suffering. It's a gospel that accepts suffering, as I said, not because we deserve it, not because we can get something out of it. It's not altruistic anymore pag ganun, no? Sige, magsasuffer ako so that I will enjoy the aircon in heaven. Nung bata pa ako, iniisip ko sa heaven, naka-aircon. Kami wala kaming aircon nung bata pa kami. So, parang siguro naka-aircon, nung malamig, di na ako kailangan magpaypay, hindi na kami kailangan mag-electric fan. Diba? No, not because of that. We accept suffering not because we can't do anything about it anymore. We accept suffering because someone else showed us that path. And if you believe in Him, you believe in Jesus Christ, and that's that person on the cross happens to be a great person. If you don't believe Him to be the Messiah, if you don't believe Him to be a great person, a prophet, if you don't believe Him to be the Son of God, if you don't believe Him to be God and man at the same time, then okay lang, no? Pero He's a great person. He's a great man, and He's a cool guy, Imagine forgiving your enemies, no? Right at the moment of you being killed by them. Then that's going to be, there's no clearer gospel or clearer example than that you forgive your enemies at the point of death, right? Diba? So para sa akin, even if you remove the Godhead, he remains to be one of the most important persons in history. So ganun din naman yung mga ibang mga natin, no? Mga ibang great persons in history. Socrates, di ba? He was also mistreated. Gandhi, right? And all others, no? Marami namang naging examples sa history, but no one, I dare say, no one exemplified it best than that man on the cross, suffering for each one of us, no? Well, sa kanya objective niya yun, no? Of course, if you don't want to be saved, if you don't want to be part of that, why would you save me? I don't want you to save me. Sometimes may mga ganun, no? It is that's an ill doctrine, Why would you? That's illogical. Why would you save persons? Save from what? Parang ganun. So, yeah, you call it foolishness and all that. That's the foolishness of that gospel. The gospel that this person, God or not, was willing to suffer greatly and die just for the sake of these people who, some of whom will never believe Him. Some of whom will spend lifetimes of abhorring what Christianity is about, and telling everybody that it's not a good, faith, So, ibalik mo sa atin, and pag ganun na yung usapan, ano pang suffering ang pwede mong i-compare dun sa suffering na yan, no? Greater love hath no man than that, than that one man will die for the sake of others, or for the sake of his friends. Pero this person did not die for his friends. He died even for his enemies. He died for you. He died for me. If you believe the Christian doctrine, if you believe that, He died for everyone, even while we are still sinful, even while we are sinning, and even though after that we will still sin. Diba? So, alam niya yun, no? Sa kanyang infinite knowledge and omniscience na sinasabi. Alam niya yun, no? So, and all the killings in the world, all the sufferings in the world brought about because of evil intentions and all that, despite all that, yun he still died for that, suffered greatly and died for everyone. So mahirap ng tapatan pa yun, no? So kaya pag mahirap, pag ikaw ay nasasuffer ng quietly or whatever, o yung tipong masasaktan ka dahil sa may ginawa sa'yo yung mga office mates mo, o mistreated ka nga, as I said, merong mga tao sa organization ninyo na yun, yung basta sinalbahe ka, in short. Hindi lang naman sa organization nyo, sa boyfriend mo, iniwan ka. Girlfriend mo, iniwan ka. Girlfriend mo, pinagtaksilan ka. Boyfriend mo, pinagtaksilan ka. Asawa mo, ganyan. So, feeling mo, hindi dapat nila ginawa to. Dapat hindi nila dapat sinabi sa akin to. Wala akong ginagawang masama sa kanila, di ba? Yan ang mga, natin, linyahan. Pero, yun nga if you can only bundle everything, all your pain and hatred and ill feelings and ill will, lahat ng mga yon, no, i-bundle mo siya all together and then put it up, because sabi nga there's no greater article of faith and love than that one person would suffer and die for another. No, hindi nga die, suffer lang. And without telling anybody that you're indeed suffering, no? Hindi mo yung pinangangalandakan at winawagayway para makita ng iba at maawa sa'yo. Sabihin mo, ako talaga nasasuffer ako, huhu bells. Hindi ganun. Kasi parang mawawala yung bisa nun, di ba? Kasi wala nagiging nagiging mayabang ka na kaya ka lang pala nagsasuffer kasi gusto mong maging bida, no? Nakalagay sa social media lahat ng suffering mo. Hindi ganon. Yung learn to suffer silently for someone else and then offer it to the universe or to Jesus Christ. Offer it to the good of mankind. Ang hirap talaga pag wala yung Jesus Christ, no? Ang hirap i-preach ang gospel of suffering na wala ang Christianity. Sa totoo lang, ang hirap. You offer it to Buddha. Pwede, pero Buddhism kasi is more of accepting. Accept things as they are. Wala ka nang magagawa. Yun lang yun. Pero sa Christianity kasi, merong additional points yung suffering. You suffer not because wala kang magawa. Ina-accept mo siya because it's the reality. No, it's beyond that. You save people because you are suffering. You save the souls in purgatory. You save the sinner. You convert the sinner. It's a prayer. It's a silent prayer. It's like what Padre Pio did. Kaya nga napaka-powerful ng prayer kay Padre Pio because he suffered greatly all his life. One of the youngest people, one of the first priests to have the stigmata, di ba? And yet he suffered silently all his life. Akala mo walang nangyayari sa kanya, yung pala hirap na pala siya all his life. Nalaman na lang afterwards na ganun pala yung kanyang yung kanyang sinasuffer. Tapos napag pa siya, no? Meron pa yan tipong diba? Si Saint Rita nga ang baho-baho nung kanyang sugat, diba? Kasi may stigmata rin siya Kasi pinarurusahan na yan ng Diyos kasi ganto, ganyan. Masamang tao yan, nagkukunwari lang mabuti, diba? Tapos nilagay siya sa cave kasi nga ang baho-baho talaga nung niya, no? Ang kanyang body, diba? Pero nung namatay siya, nagkalembang yung mga simbahan, ganyan, yung mga bells, di ba? Kalembang yung simbahan, kalembang yung mga bells sa simbahan. And then, pagtingin nila, yung mabangong amoy na yan? Yun, nakita nila dun sa cave na kung saan nakarata yung body ni Saint Rita. So, di ba? So, minsan, you will be mistreated. Yung as I said, hindi ka papansinin ng mga tao, pag-iisipan ka nila ng masama, and you have the tendency sa isip mo na gusto ko mag-explain, kailangan i-explain ko sa inyo yan, bakit nyo ba ako pinag-iisipan ng masama? Wala naman ako masamang iniisip ba't ganyan kayo ganyan kayo sa akin, parang gusto mo i-explain ang sarili mo, di ba? Pero hindi pa din pala tama yon. It's okay, it's understandable if you feel that way, pero hindi pa rin pala yun yung pinaka-the best. Ang the best thing pala dapat na gawin mo is mag-suffer ka talaga quietly and silently. Yun, para sa mga taong kailangan mong i-save. Yun. Kaya yung suffering is not just wala ka nang magawa. Pinili ka talaga in order for the suffering to come your way. Minsan natatakot ako pag nagsasalita ako ng mga ganito eh. Pero, I hope that, God will strengthen you, strengthen all of us, and to suffer silently and quietly para, for the sake of the goodness of a lot of people, especially the people who are suffering also on their own way. Yun po. Thank you very much.